All right, so now that you've got all of your clips, your titles, your transitions, your special effects, everything in place, I always like to do my added audio last. Kind of match it up with that tone of my movie, create the feeling, give it that really polished sound. And you can do that by simply selecting your audio tab here, and that will open up three libraries for you. You can see I've got my iTunes library opened up. There's pre-recorded sound effects, and if you've created something in GarageBand, that will show up when you select that. So in my iTunes, and it's the same as these other two, I find what I want, I simply click on it, drag it down to this lower level, and drop it wherever I want. Now I can drop it at the start, I can push it to the title, I can begin it somewhere in here, whatever I want to do. So I'm going to pop it right, I'm actually going to put it right there. And then you can see this song is way longer than my actual movie. So I'm going to want to delete the second half of this. So I'm going to go ahead and set my play bar there. I'm going to do Command B for break. And you can see that it just cut off perfectly right at the end of that clip right there. I'm going to select the part that I don't want and simply hit delete. And so now it matches up perfectly. Now I could drag it longer if I want, but I'm going to leave it right there. For sound effects, these are all pre-recorded sound effects, so it gives you the name and the length of the effect. So maybe, maybe I would want to shorten this guy up because it's kind of hard to, whoops. That's that fade right there. Sorry, I didn't grab it in the right spot, but you can fade that in and out. Maybe I'm going to shorten this guy a little bit, and I'm going to drop some cave and wind, because who doesn't like cave and wind? Again, you can drop it, place it, adjust the length. Again, that's a fade. I always like to fade my stuff at the end. I think it sounds way better. I'm going to push this in because I'm going to show you the last thing that you can do is you can actually do, well, if you had something in GarageBand, which I don't, you could pull it from there and drop it down. But while I'm in audio, you can see that I get the microphone right here. If I select the microphone, it now gives me a record option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my playhead for where I want it to start recording. My microphone is still selected because I've got my record button here. When I hit my record button, it's going to count me in, and it will start recording live right as it crosses this play bar right here. So watch this. All right, I am now recording, and this is a really easy feature to use, and you can see that it's dropping the recording right there, and that looks like it's pretty good to me. Again, I can select this recording and move it somewhere else if I want to. So this voiceover feature is far, far easier than it was in the old iMovie. It's really, I find it to be incredible. And so, I mean, you could really voice over an entire movie from start to finish, multiple clips. It won't stop in between. It'll keep playing as long as you have that record activated. So that's adding audio that maybe, these are pre-recorded or you're recording your own voice. Now, if you're going to push something out to the internet that is going to be more publicly viewed, then you certainly want to be thinking about copyright issues. And fair use and things of that nature. So what we do in my class is if that is part of the assignment, which it frequently is, then we go to Creative Commons royalty-free audio, which we've left you a link in your main document for that. And there is actually on YouTube, there's actually royalty-free music. There's a channel that's it's royalty-free sound that we've also left you a link to. If you want things that you don't have necessarily in iTunes or GarageBand, and you're not worried about fair use or copyright, maybe it's something that's going to be very internal to your classroom, you can go to YouTube and find obviously just about any sound or video clips. And there are two resources that we've connected to your document. The first one is YouTube to mp3.org, and that will download sound very quickly from any YouTube clip. And then the second one is called Video Grabby. Video Grabby will download really high quality sound from YouTube, or it will download actual video clips that make it allows you to use those clips just like you would any other clip that you have recorded. So it can be really, really useful and helpful. But again, you need to take into consideration what your audience is and what lessons you're teaching with that movie. So that kind of wraps up audio. Lots to do there and can really be great.